He did take my other one, the turtle, away. I didn't get to keep it. Normally when I have a room like this, I like to collect them in the windowsill, but it's okay. Budget cuts or something. Good morning, everybody. It is Amber Cove Day, and I am doing the Waterfalls excursion today. My one and only excursion for this go-around. Last cruise, I did the Grand Turk duck thingy, and now we're doing this. So I'm excited, getting my excursion out of the way right away at our first port, and then I can relax and stuff the rest of the cruise. And yeah, it's a little bit early, not bad. I have to meet on the pier at 10, which is about 20 minutes from now, so I gotta hurry. But anyway, I'm looking forward to a great day. It seems like the weather's really nice outside, and yeah, so I don't know how long this is gonna take, a few hours, I assume, but I think I'll be back pretty early. Last cruise, the people who did this excursion, I saw them back on by like 1 or 2, so that'll be good, and then I can get some food and stuff then, because I did not do breakfast this morning, as I normally don't. But I don't know, maybe there'll be a food opportunity out there, and we'll go from there. But let's go do stuff. We'll talk soon. So I'll recap more once I get back on board, but that was a really fun excursion. I had a good time today. I'm gonna get a little bit more footage of the port, and then get back on board and get some food, because I am starving. It's like 3 in the afternoon and I haven't eaten all day. So anyway, we'll talk soon. The only part of the immediate cruise port area that I hadn't seen the last time I was at Amber Cove was the front side near the ship. You actually have a really good view of the ship in the harbor from here, but it's behind all the shops and buildings, so it's not an immediately obvious place to go. This is also where the Amber Cove sign is, and so if you're looking for that port branded photo op, this is where you'll find it. And as you can see, people were making use of that sign. And then from there, I was done with Amber Cove for the day, so I made my way back on board the ship. So I'm back to the room, and bam! Oh wait, I moved it to the window. I believe it's a frog or some sort of something. He did take my other one, the turtle, away. I didn't get to keep it. Normally when I have a room like this, I like to collect them in the windowsill, but it's okay. Budget cuts or something. But anyway, it's cute. So I'm back in the room. Let's talk about the waterfalls today. I can never remember the name of them. Anyway, it's the main waterfall event here in Puerto Plata. It's a lot of fun. I will say the hike up there was a lot more strenuous than I was expecting. So if you're booked for that or you're curious about booking and whether or not it's going to be demanding, the answer is yes. It's worth it. It's only about a 40-minute hike up, but it's certainly not an easy one. And then the actual coming down the falls and stuff is super fun. There's some jumps, there's some slides, there's some swim areas, all of it. And then the walk down, it's way easier. It's like half the time, and there's almost no elevation changes or anything at that point. So you got to earn it at first, I guess. And yeah, I did get some footage. You've probably already seen that at this point. But it may have been a little grainy or, whatever, because my phone was in like a plastic sleeve. Or at least for part of it, it was. So I do apologize, but I hope I was able to depict a good enough idea of what it was all about, because it was a super cool, fun day. One of the best excursions I've ever done, probably. I would put it in like top 5 of, I don't know, the 30 or 40 that I've done. So yeah, definitely recommend this one. And yeah, but anyway, it's time for some food. I didn't eat breakfast before I left. There was like a little store to buy snacks and stuff, but I prioritized beer over anything else. And then now I'm back on board, so I'm gonna go get some food. The only thing that's available right now is Guy's Burgers or the deli. So one of those two things is in my future. I'll decide in the car or whatever, as they say, and we'll go from there. But anyway, yeah. And then more afternoon, evening shenanigans to come. So let's go do stuff. We'll talk soon. Something's happening. You hear that? You feel that vibration? Those are the azipods. We're getting ready to leave. Let me go up top and we'll get some sail away footage or whatever. We'll talk soon. So I made my way up the Great Glass Elevator to deck 11, which is the deck right above the Lido deck. And that gave me sort of a bird's eye view of Amber Cove as we were leaving. And as you can see from the video clip, Puerto Plata is such a beautifully green place. While I was passing through the Lido deck, Guy's Burgers was in full swing, but I also noticed that Blue Iguana was still open. They normally close at like 3 in the afternoon, so I was pleasantly surprised that they were still open, and so I grabbed myself a bowl from there. So Blue Iguana was still open, so I put together a nice bowl instead. That's a much nicer option, I would say.
Straight arms, guys. Straight arms. His arm is almost straight. Wow, you did a good job. Good job. Two men standing to the last human being.
But my words, like silent raindrops fell. On the way, on the line, the feeling I wasn't good.
For the better part of the rest of the evening, I hung out in the Red Frog pub, and I had several rounds of beer in there, and they even had beer pong at one point, which was super cool. But after closing that bar down, I made my way up to the Serenity deck because they were having the Serenity Nights thing. That's basically the same thing as the nightclub, but weather permitting, it gets moved outside, which is of course a lot of fun. And then from there I grabbed some pizza and made my way back down to my room. Alright y'all, I'm back to the room after a night of partying. I don't think I actually recorded any of the Serenity Night situation. Basically, they take the nightclub and they put it up on the upper deck and make a whole thing of it. Yeah, I really don't think I have any of that. My bad. But anyway, after that, I went down and got some pizza to close out the night. This is prosciutto. That prosciutto is very red. You get this kind of pizza, they put a whole salad on top of it. I get this because the pepperoni gives me heartburn sometimes, and this doesn't. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna have for now. But I'm gonna close things out and say that I'm obviously pretty turnt. But today has been one of the best days I've had. This whole journey, this sailing and the previous one. I met some friends. Stephen and Lindsay, I think. Hopefully that's her name. And yeah, great time with them. And just in general, today was really fun. The excursion was great. I'm about to chow down on some pizza. And then we're in Grand Turk tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Some stuff, hopefully. But we'll stay tuned for that. That will be in the next installment. And if you haven't watched the previous episode or whatever, we're probably like 2 or 3 episodes in. So like, get the series from the beginning, you know what I mean? And enjoy. And thank you so much for watching. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.